Hi there, my name is Daniela Testani. I'm a PhD candidate at the Rehabilitation Sciences Institute at the University of Toronto and research trainee at the Bloorview Research Institute at Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm excited to share with you today our new publication, Predictors of Community Participation from Preschool to School Age in Children with Cerebral Palsy. So what does it mean to participate? Participation is a multifaceted construct that is influenced by a child's personal, family, and environmental conditions. It can include elements of attendance, frequency, and engagement, as well as enjoyment. Participating in the community is particularly important in determining a child's interests and creating meaningful relationships beyond the family. But we know, especially for older children with cerebral palsy, that this can be restricted. So we use the CPNet clinical database, which is the Cerebral Palsy Integrated Neuroscience Discovery Network, which is funded by the Ontario Brain Institute, to investigate this a bit further. We use the psychosocial and participation platform, and we're able to include 155 children with CP recruited from sites across Ontario. We wanted to ensure for this analysis that these children had two elements of participation, once measured at preschool and again at school age. And preschool was under the age of 6, and school age was under the age of 9. And there was approximately a 2.3-year difference between preschool and school age assessments. So the objectives for this study were twofold. How does participation change from preschool to school age? And secondly, are there any child and family characteristics at preschool that are associated with community participation at school age? And so here are some of those results. You can see here on the left side of the graph that these are home changes in home participation, and on the right is community participation change. We found that preschoolers with CP had infrequent community participation, which was a few times in the last 4 months based on the YC-PEM scale, compared to at home, which was about once weekly. And this persisted into school age. And so we used the YC-PEM and the PEM-CY to measure participation change over time. And these findings are particularly important when we think about early interventions and perhaps intervening at the community level. We also conducted 2 multiple linear regressions, and we used from the CPNet database important child and family characteristics. In terms of child characteristics, we examined age, sex, GMFCS, and MAX level, pain, prosocial behavior, and conduct behavior. And in terms of family characteristics, we examined ethnicity, location types, so that was the size of the city of residence, as well as family income. We found that higher preschool prosocial behavior predicted higher school-age community participation. This is particularly important when we think about what prosocial behavior means, and perhaps that's making friends early on in preschool and how that can set up children in a positive way to participate more frequently in their community. So for future research opportunities, this study highlights the importance of early preschool interventions that promote community participation and foster prosocial behavior. Our future research will investigate a solution-focused coaching intervention, specifically tailored for preschool families to improve their community participation and set attainable goals to improve their participation in their communities. Thank you so much for listening. You can read our full publication by clicking on the link or scanning for the full article. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy our new paper.